Streptococcus pneumoniae is a bacteria that found in round shape and arranged in chains. It causes pneumococcal disease. It is lancet-shaped, known as gram-positive bacteria, and facultative anaerobic. This is the whole structure of Streptococcus pneumoniae. Capsule helps the cell adhere to surface and nutrients and protect the cell from external environments. The cell wall gives shape and rigidity to the cell and prevent bacterial cells from rupturing. The cell membrane surrounds the cell's cytoplasm and transports the nutrient into and waste out of the cell. Autolysin encoding gene cause bacterial cell lysis and release of intracellular products like pneumolysine anticoic acid. ATP binding cassette transporter or ABC transporter converts the energy gained from ATP hydrolysis into trans-bilayer movement of substrate. The metal binding proteins roles in structural stability and complex formation, gene expression regulation and alteration, and DNA processing. Pneumococcal surface adhesin A aids in pneumococcal attachment to the host cell and virulence. Pneumococcal ion acquisition gene acts as a diagnostic marker for identification of pneumococci. Pneumococcal ion uptake protein A recognizes tetradentate cell base and monocatechol complexes. Choline binding proteins acts as a regulator of the function of LYTC lysozyme. Hyaluronidase increases the absorption of drugs into tissue and to reduce tissue damage in cases of extravasation of a drug.
This is a cholesterol-dependent cytolysine, a key pneumococcal virulence factor involved in all phases of this disease. It includes transmission, colonization, and infection. This factor binds to membranes with cholesterol. It forms pores which then cause cell lysis, and it induces inflammation. Pneumococcal surface protein A. This is a cell surface protein of Streptococcus pneumonia, which is present on a number of clinical isolates as well as on the non-encapsulated laboratory strain RX1. This functions to protect against complement system of the host. It aids in colonization by adhering to epithelial cell membranes, and it decreases the deposition. Did you know Streptococcus pneumoniae causes pneumococcal disease? The infections could be ear infections, sinus infections, pneumonia, and bloodstream infections. These could be prevented using vaccination. Of the other effects could be pneumonia or meningitis. Pneumonia is a lung infection. It causes mild to severe illness in people of all ages. The symptoms could be fever and chills, cough, rapid or difficulty in breathing, or chest pain. Meanwhile, meningitis is an infection of the lining of the brain and the spinal cord. You should check on this if you have those following symptoms. Another effect on humans could be blood infections. The symptoms could be fever, chills, or low alertness. About 1 in 30 children with pneumococcal bacteremia dies out of it. This kills about 1 in 8 adults who obtain it. For those who survive, these can lead to loss of limbs. Other than that is sinus infection. The symptoms developed are as follows.